Namaste, Jai Bharat. When one has some money and one wants to keep it safe, he would put it in bank or in some kind of investment scheme, etc., and obtain the interests therein. Nations invest at times in gold or some other times in some given banks abroad in a different nation. Nations don't invest in their own bank. If some other promising bank of some other promising nation and obtain interests. Russia had invested millions of, I think in dollar, in Bank of Belgium. Maybe not in one bank, but multiple banks. They have their money. Now, see, Belgium, though is an independent country, is a part of European Union. And the European Union had frozen the Russian account, which is indecent. That is trying to suffocate Russia financially. Just because Russia is fighting a war with Ukraine. Why this Ukraine-Russia war? They have got a person in Ukraine to lead them, who used to be a stand-up comedian, but we never expect him to continue to behave like a stand-up comedian in geopolitics. But he was instigated by those who think they are big and are big to a great extent. We should acknowledge that he joined NATO and became a part of NATO, which was very enticing to him. Russia objected to it, and the whole story is in front of you for quite some time, not just for 2 days, quite some time. And initially America was giving them support. Support in capital letters should mean support of all kinds, starting from rifle bullets to whatever is the advanced weapon system. And Russia had been fighting. But if you see the Russian strategy of war, they were not attacking all out. They were gradually and slowly involved in a war in an evolutionary pattern, not in a revolutionary pattern, which means from time to time changing strategies, step by step, slowly, gradually capturing and receiving setbacks also, advantages also. It is a go through ups and downs in a very stable manner. Ukraine had nothing much to lose because they were supported by America, money. But in time, as it went on, with Trump, America did not have a stable policy. The whims, fancies, time to time shift in policies, shift in promises. Gradually, American support is by and large started getting reduced. Now to a great extent they're not supporting. They maybe have their budget is over, possibly. They must have thought that they could do something to Russia with a given budget. Maybe their budget is over. They themselves, US themselves, they have financial problems, crunches. That's an internal matter. It's nothing so much for me to speak about or for others to speak, but it's their problem, their concern. It's up to them to come out of it and continue. But they are in a kind of pedestal where they are the world number one who would dictate things to all, and all will not listen, obviously, but those listeners will continue listening. That's simple dichotomy, simple kind of bipolarity. They wanted a unipolar world, but then things change in geopolitics, and many people, including Bharat, wanted multipolar world, each one with their own autonomy, their own respect, their own space, their own freedom, their own individuality, etc., etc., etc. That's what is desirable in a more civilized time, whereas they speak of civilization, etc. Now, America is not funding Ukraine to fight against Russia, so Ukraine is not receiving that kind of financial aid, and the whole burden comes on the European Union. NATO, European Union, all those people, they have to now find resources to prolong the war if they want. Now somehow America wanted to get rid of these people, end this war. They started, they are instrumental obviously, but then they have this habit of living off the way and going. That's nothing new. That's nothing new to them. And at this time, Belgium is with the European Union, and the frozen money of Russia, they want back. It's actually too much. That's a kind of hooliganism. I won't give you money back, which you deposited with us, just because you're fighting my friend. This logic is not very palatable. Now, European Union is in a fix. They have to find out ways and means to either support Ukraine to prolong the war, or somehow find a cessation of the war, some kind of settlement. I think everybody is fed up to the teeth, or fed up to the nose with this phenomenon. Money waste, human lives waste, for whose sake, nobody knows. So the European Union is in a fix, and subsequently there are indications and there are signals that European Union may not be together for a long time, considerable. People are not very happy with European Union. I'm not taking the names of the nations who are not. UK, as you know, had already walked out. They find their autonomy is getting jeopardized, or their autonomy is getting compromised with all the such systems, and there you have a kind of body which is supposed to govern depending upon the population. So thereby, I think the maximum population is in Germany, and they have more members. So it's possible that they will have a say. So others again won't have a say. So with all those things, there is a possibility of European Union falling apart, if not breaking into some smaller groups. So the much celebrated European Union, etc., might not be a continuous phenomenon in the world to come tomorrow. Just all because of somebody's fancy of making Ukraine battle Russia, and Russia is such a mighty power, they are not showing you their full might in battle and war, that you should not underestimate them for that. And they are also friends. It's not that you only have friends. People will want transparent friendship. So all these things one should consider. So European Union also is in difficulty. They have financial problems. America has financial problems, and Russia obviously has financial problems. But each one is trying to make the ends meet, trying to find solutions. So let's hope the Ukraine war will come to an end in an amicable manner, which may not be that easy. But let's hope for that. We shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat. Jai Sri Ram.